While on a 4,000-mile sailing trip from Tahiti to San Diego, Tami Oldham Ashcraft and her fiancé got caught in a Category 4 hurricane. The last thing that Tami Oldham Ashcraft remembered before being knocked unconscious was hearing her fiancé scream. When she awoke 27 hours later, she was in the cabin of their 44-foot yacht, laying in several feet of water, surrounded by debris. Her fiancé was gone, and her boat was badly damaged, the result of an unexpected Category 4 hurricane. For the next 41 days, Tami Oldham Ashcraft would be alone, adrift in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, fighting to survive. It all started 3 weeks into their journey when disaster struck. That is, Hurricane Raymond. It surprised the couple by changing course sooner than they expected. As they were already in the path of the storm, the couple attempted to weather it, donning raincoats and boarding up the yacht. But when they did that, that's when 40-foot waves and 140-mile-an-hour winds descended on the tiny vessel. Sharp insisted that Ashcraft board herself up below deck while he secured himself in the safety harness, and as she closed the door, she heard Sharp shout, "Oh my God," before the boat capsized. The force threw Ashcraft against the wall, knocking her unconscious. When she awoke, she was surrounded by destruction. The main cabin was filling with water, the masts were broken clean off, and the sails were dragging in the water. Despite that, the ship was miraculously still afloat. Sharp, however, was gone. The safety harness was dangling in the water, but Ashcraft's fiancé was nowhere to be found. Ashcraft believes that the force of the wind was just too strong, and that he must have been thrown into the sea and pulled beneath the massive swells. Despite this, she didn't have time to grieve over her presumed dead fiancé. The yacht was sinking, the sails were shot, and she had a gash on her forehead that was increasingly painful. Upon further investigation, Ashcraft realized that the engine, the navigation system, and the emergency positioning device were also in disrepair. Using a broken pole and a storm jib, Ashcraft fashioned a makeshift sail and managed to pump the water out of the cabin. A search of the dryer cabin revealed a sextant and a watch, the only tools that had survived, and the ones she would use to navigate to the closest landmass, the 1,500-mile away island of Hilo, Hawaii. Remember, if it's more interesting, you can find it here. Thanks, guys.